In this lecture segment, we'll fix the tabs v6 example and finish the rest of the code walkthrough. Let's start by filtering out the text nodes. Every HTML element has a numerical node type property indicating the type of node it is. Text nodes are type 3. So we'll set up a separate array, children, and filter only the non-type 3 nodes from it into array pages, which will start empty. The modified code will look like this. If a children element is not a text node, then we add it to pages and to tab block. Otherwise, we leave it be. And by the way, let's also eliminate the text1 and text2 from the HTML file if you're following along in your own code there. And we'll save all that off. And the result is hierarchy request error on line 20. That sounds intimidating. What happened? And that's your question to answer. Consider the last iteration of the loop. That's the one that caused the blow-up. Coming back from a pause there, we tried to append tab block, which is the last element of children, to itself. So what we need to do is take the line 15 append child and move that down after the line would be now line 16 loop, thus. And now, when we try it, hopefully, things work. Let's see here, yep, it's all looking good. So, let's finish by walking through the rest of Tabify. The line 28 loop here goes through each page and sets its class attribute to page on line 29, and then creates a new tab div for it on line 30, adding that tab div to the tabs array for later use. Line 31 sets, and 32, sets the content, the text content of the tab div by creating a text node via document.createTextNode. Recall that text nodes are simpler and have only a string content without attributes. That's why there's a special function for creating them. Our string content will be either the title attribute of the page or just page X as described earlier. Be sure you understand how that pipe works here. Now, question 2. What are the parentheses around p+1 for? What happens if I omit them? Coming back from a pause, answer 2. This is just typical JS dumbness. If you omit them, then the +1 will be a string concatenation. And for a p of, say, 5, you'd get page 5.1. Finally, line 33 appends the tab div to the current row div. Now, lines 36 through 42 start a new row div if needed. Tabs v6 doesn't assume 3 tabs per row. It adjusts to whatever number of tabs fits within the width of the row div, which width is ultimately, per our CSS, determined by the width of the root element. Property offset width gives the full width of an element in pixels, including its padding and border. Margin tracks the amount of room left in the current row div, starting with the div's entire width on line 27, and then reducing it by the width of each new tab div on line 35. If this falls below 0, we need a new row div. And lines 37 through 41 remove the tab div from the overflowed present row div, then create a new row div, inserting it into the tab block, and then append the tab div to the new row div, and finally update the margin. The code assumes all row divs are back rows, and line 45 corrects this for the final row div, which is the only front row. Why did we add the new tab div to the old row div on line 33, even though we might have to remove it again on line 37? Because of yet another HTML DOM subtlety. The offset width property only gives a useful value for elements that are actually part of the DOM tree, not for elements that have been created but not yet appended to any parent. Offset width is always 0 for those. We needed tab.offsetWidth on line 35, so tab had to be appended to some parent. Now, the rest of Tabify needs no explanation because it's a virtual duplicate of the setup code from tabs v5. Now that we have arrays, tabs, and pages set up, we can use the former code without alteration.